Pandora Box 6 Upgrade. Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector, and in today's video I am going to show you how to build a Pandora Box number 6 inside your arcade machine. I'm going to use this one in my NeoGeo custom cabinet, and you need to buy the one with the cable harness, so you need it. So don't forget to order it, and I'm gonna show you with this tiny tutorial how you're going to do this. So let's go! So we have the Pandora box itself with a cable tree or harness, and you wanted to build it in your, let's say, your custom Bartop. And for example, this one that I have here. So it's also possible to build your Pandora box into an old school, let's say arcade machine. That is also possible. You're going to need, depending a little bit what kind of machine you have, but if you have an old school one, you can use a Jamma converter. So you can just use the family box. So let's take a close look at the NeoGeo casing I have here. I did some modifications, and I'm going to show you what I swapped out for adding this Pandora box. So the first thing that I replaced was the joystick itself, because my old version didn't have this connector, so I couldn't connect it like this. I'm going to show you what's what. I think this is a joystick you find very often in your arcade machine. So you need to switch out this one and replace it with this one. Or yeah, what you can do is maybe there are some little converters that converted this connector to the old version. That is something you need to consider for yourself. But yeah, I just swapped the joystick because this one is way better. So for the button connection, it's pretty damn easy. You can plug and play the original harness into your buttons, and the only thing you need to consider which color you need for what button. And yeah, you can do it two ways, or you can get the manual or for connecting the pins with the buttons, or you can just plug in the Pandora box and just check them with the testing or the program that's inside the Pandora box for testing out which button is on which connector. So if you are ready and plugged in all of the buttons, but you don't know for sure what button you are going, what button configured to which connection, it's pretty damn simple. Go to the IO test, and here you can check out if all your buttons are connected. As you can see, I connected all of the buttons, even the joysticks. You can see if the direction are working properly. So the first modification I did was with this little connector, because I need to solder the two wires together. The reason why I did it, I don't have a power on and off switch, so I'm putting this in. It's going to boot up, and so yeah, I'm going to switch power with the main power supply or the main power. So that's the reason I'm choosing for this. The next thing is that I wanted to talk about, depends a little bit what kind of connection your monitor has. Mine only have DVI and VGA. This may be a thing to point out if you have the same problem like me. You have a DVI monitor inside your cabinet. You can use the converter from HDMI to DVI. I'm not going to use it now. Maybe in the future I'm going to upgrade it, but for now I'm going to use the VGA option. So I was thinking, I can place the Pandora box over here where the Raspberry Pi was located. I'm going to clean it up afterwards, but I was thinking I needed to plug in my audio, and it's the best way is to put them this way, but yeah, everything is going to hang on this EO shielding, so that is not a very good idea. So for now I'm going to place it down here. Right, as you can see, I'm going to put the cables in plugged in and ready. Alright, put it down here. I got some spare room. Alright, push it down, and it's in place. Now I can connect the cable, the power cable, and connect it to the casing. So now I know where to place my Pandora box, but I'm going to make the power supply on the right position, and I'm going to fix these cables. So a really old connector, it's retro style, but it does the job. I'm going to solder in a little bit and make it in the right length so everything fits perfectly. So let's go. Alright, let's grab the little connector, the old one. I'm going to unscrew this little 3 screws so I can pop off the cap and remove the wire. Then, as you can see, this one was already a little bit loose, so I'm going to replace it. The new cable is going to be a little bit of solderant, so it gets a better connection, and I can tighten the screws very well and not flatten the cable like this. Alright, let's grab the other cable. Alright, I have my little cable here. I cut it down from the original cable, and I'm ready to tell you, man, this is really low quality. You can see on the plastic shielding, it's really horrible, but yeah, nevertheless it does the trick. Alright, let's unscrew this one. Remember, here's the blue, the brown one. Alright, unplug this one, unplug this one. This one was already loose. Alright, let's do a little bit of, oh yeah, I have to cut the space now. Put it through the connector, do the right one, round over there. Alright, let's see if I can put them in the right position. Yes, I can. Put them here, over here. Oh, it was so nice to do. Alright, stick them in. And because I'm soldering it is way easier to assemble it. So I can also recommend you solder this cable. Come on. Alright, that's the first one. Tighten the screw up, not too tight. Otherwise you're going to squash it too much. Put it in this hole. Yep, that's in the right position. Alright, again, let's tighten this one up. Alright, these two are connected. Let's see, yeah, this one is loose, a little bit further. Alright, put this one in. Alright, it's very big compared to the old version. Ooh. Yeah, that's the position I want to have. Alright, I tightened up. That does the trick. Now let's push it to the cable or the connector itself. Let's tighten up these two. You must do it side by side, otherwise it's not going to work. Yes. Right, tighten up. Very nice. Close it. And we're done. Now we're having a perfect cable or perfect length cable for connecting my power supply and the monitor. Alright, first we're going to do the power of the monitor itself. Whoop, let's click it in. It's of course a little bit too long, but I would really prefer to put it a little bit longer than too short. If you want to make it in another position, you can just do it the right way. Alright. Alright, let's stick it in. Let's stick it in. Perfect position, perfect length. Alright, put it in the Pandora box. And everything's powered on. This one needs to be in the Pandora box itself. Before I forget, connect the VGA cable, of course. Because I'm just going to put it behind the power supply. Over here. Alright, and the screen is connected. Now we can play some games. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up all of the cables, pulling all the back together with tie wraps. And so the first problem I'm already having is that I have no volume, and the reason what is this little tiny speaker or amplifier is using USB powered 5 volts. I use the 5 volts from the Pandora box, but nothing happens. So, alright, everything is plugged in. Sound issue is over. I give him a separate power supply for it because I didn't have any sound.
Pandora box 6. Breathe never ends.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, everything's configured. Alright, I'm going to search for a game.
Scorpion.
I told you to get over here.
Scorpion wins. Stage of history.
My favorite character, Cervantes.
Battle 1. Fight. Out of the race. I got the picture. I got the picture. Prepare to strike. Now.
So that concludes a little bit of this overview building. I hope you have learned something of it. So I think the main goal of this video was just to show you, if you have an old school or a new Bartop or arcade machine, it's suitable for a Pandora box 5 or 6 in this case. There are some other ways to connect it with a Jamma connector, but then overall it's pretty damn easy. I personally really love the Pandora box because it's plug and play, very easy, and yeah, Pandora box is it's even possible to add your own game, so that's really awesome. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, and see you next time. Oh, not to forget. And if you have any questions, of course, you can leave it in the comments.